Sold! Your number, sir? Thank you. Lot 24, then. A children's novel by R.L. Stein. Some of you may recall the very curious case of the Phantom of the Auditorium, a mystery never fully explained. We are told, ladies and gentlemen, that this is the very book which figures in the famous disaster. Perhaps we may frighten away the ghosts of so many years ago with a little illumination. Gentlemen, the halogen.
I've read the Hardy Boys and Immorts too, but compared to Goosebumps, all those books blue. And on my library bookshelf I find the Phantom of the Auditorium by R.L. Stein.
Read once again with me this scary tale. We'll take shots aplenty and drink some ale. And on your library bookshelf you'll find the Phantom of the Auditorium by R.L. Stein.
Drinking with goosebumps. Viewer beware, you're in for a scare.
Hi there, and welcome to Drinking with Goosebumps. This week, we are reviewing Phantom of the Auditorium.
What the hell, man? That's like a brand new book.
Was.
Without hitting it with a bat, it's The Phantom of the Auditorium, Goosebumps, number 24.
But before we get into this, I promised the audience last time that we could break Jason's knees. So here we go.
His weenies.
Oh, okay.
Lights, curtain, phantom. Brooke's best friend, Zeke, has been given the lead role in the school play, The Phantom. He loves dressing up in the grotesque phantom costume and scaring the other members of the cast. Brooke thinks Zeke's getting a little too into it. But then, scary things start to happen. A message appears on a piece of scenery. A stage light comes crashing down. Is someone trying to ruin the play? Or is there really a phantom living under the stage?
Well, let's see what's shaking with Amy for this week's shot.
Hey guys! Today's shot is shot glass of the Auditorium. Gin and Kirschwasser. Cheers to you guys! Woo-hoo.
Well, that sounds like the worst shot ever.
Oh god, it stinks. So bad.
Opening shot. Are you-
Oh, he's
you're
just
not
going
gonna
for
cheers?
it.
Oh, he smelled
Oh
it!
God, we know what we're in for.
Oh, God!
Oh.
I
I don't like this. Neither do I.
Brooke and her best friend Zeke are in middle school and have just auditioned for The Phantom, the middle school play.
So this will be the first time The Phantom has ever been performed. It had been 72 years.
My grandfather told me about it. He went to this school 72 years ago.
And they find out that, oh man, we got the lead of Esmeralda and the Phantom.
In this play, The Phantom.
In The Phantom.
Which hasn't been attempted at the school since the school
And
opened
that's-
7 decades ago.
Yeah. Tina, who is a 7th grader and is bitchy and jealous that she did not get the lead role as Esmeralda. She's like, well, my great-grandpa was one of the first people at this school, and he said this play is cursed.
Stop staring at my figures.
Stop staring at it!
It all started the year the school was built. The drama club was putting on the same play we are. The night of the play, the boy who was supposed to play the Phantom disappeared.
Poof, gone.
And for 70 years, they never attempted the play again
They destroyed,
because it was cursed.
all the copies, but
Except
locked
one.
up one.
Except for one.
Because you never know.
Which the teacher in the book then proceeded to make like 30 copies of and hand to everybody.
They discover a trapdoor on stage.
Yes, Miss Walker, and this was a great classic
Goosebumps
cliffhanger. They're like, we turned around, and Miss Walker was gone.
She was nowhere to be found.
disappeared. Well, and I'm like, oh, she fell in a trapdoor.
Yeah.
Like, you knew exactly where this was going.
But in Goosebumps,
It would have been better
they
if
had
it's
to,
like, oh no, she just went to the bathroom real quick.
She's pinching off a loaf.
I don't want anybody else going down there. This trapdoor has not been used in years, and the maintenance men are still working on it.
That same night, everyone goes home after.
Zeke pulls Brooke back. He's like, hey.
Hold on a second. We're going to check out this trapdoor. So sure enough, they do.
yeah, middle of the school, no one's around, middle of the night. They get on the trap door, and it goes down and down and down.
And then keeps going.
And Brooke goes, wow, we must be a mile under the school. And Zeke's like, at least.
Yeah.
Like,
obviously,
really, a
they
mile?
have no sense of length.
Yeah.
No. So they're below the school, at least a mile down.
Canadian mile.
Canadian mile down, which, what's that, like 600 feet?
Let's go back.
So they find a switch that sends them up, but not all the way, only 5 feet below the stage.
It's stuck. Oh, man.
Brooke hoists Zeke up onto the stage to hit the other switch, which will
To
bring
bring
it
it
the
all
rest
the
of the
way
way. And then he just disappears. He's nowhere to be found. Zeke.
Brooke's like, where are you, Zeke?
Yeah.
Where'd you go? And then this guy that she doesn't know, this older guy, grabs her
and helps
pulls
her up.
Oh, it's about time. Who are you?
Emil, the night janitor.
And then her and Zeke split. They get the hell out of school.
Yeah.
It's the next day. Brooke comes into class, and there's just this kid sitting in her spot.
Excuse me. You're in my seat. Brooke Rogers.
Hi, Brian Coulson. I just moved here from up north.
Well, it turns out this is Brian, the new kid from Indiana.
Yep.
Avery, Indiana?
Brian gets wind that they're doing the school play of the Phantom. He's like, oh, can I be in it?
Unfortunately, there's no speaking roles left. There's really nothing for him.
Except he can be on scenery team,
Yep.
working with Tina to make the backdrops and whatnot. And
Yep.
he's like, oh, yay, I'm just excited to be part of this play.
Then there she finds a little note that says, stay away from my home sweet home. Oh, she chalks it up to Zeke.
Zeke playing
This is what
pranks.
Zeke does.
Zeke gonna Zeke.
Zeke gonna Zeke.
Rehearsals go on. And
All of a sudden, the Phantom shows up. This is the first appearance.
Swings down.
Look, up there on the catwalk.
Go away, Esmeralda. I'm warning you. Go away.
He says, stay out of my home sweet home. Disappears down the trapdoor.
what? Zeke, are you playing pranks?
Zeke, come out of there. Miss
classic
Walker's
Zeke.
yelling. Come
Yeah.
out of there right now.
You have gone too far this time, Zeke.
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, trying to scare everybody. Well, I'm sick of it.
No way. I wasn't even here. I had a dentist appointment.
Teacher's getting pissed because it's like Zeke seems to be like trying to ruin the show.
Zeke's insistent, I'm not pulling any of these pranks.
I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
Last warning, stay away, Esmeralda, or else.
This paint leaves a trail. Let's follow it. Maybe it'll prove who did it.
Then they
All right.
notice the trail of red
paint footsteps.
So they follow it to Zeke's locker. And she's
Can
like,
a
open
small
it
can
up.
of red paint.
Yeah, open it up, Zeke. No, there's just books and stuff in there. Can of red paint.
Yep.
Zeke gets booted out of the production and gets grounded and gets his VCR taken away.
He can't survive without his horror movies.
Yeah.
I'm calling your parents, Zeke. You're out of the play. And if anything else happens, I'm canceling the production.
The play will go on still, but Zeke is still not in it. Robert, his understudy, is taken over.
Only because we are honest here at Drinking with Goosebumps. 2 of us owe you a shot. Because there is a character, Robert Hernandez, and
The understudy.
Andy.
Basically, on page 55, there's a minor character mentioned Robert, as in Bob. And on page 61, there's a character named Andy, and Ned's middle name is Andrew.
As he established that rule.
Middle names do count for the name shot.
Oh, God.
Ugh, it just like makes me salivate and want to barf.
It's disgusting.
So they decide that night we have to go back to school.
We're
We
going
have to
down
prove that
There's a phantom.
That there is
They're
a phantom.
doing all this.
We
and it's
know
not
that
us.
there's something down there because they even said like, it feels like we're in a tunnel at the very bottom of that.
So they go down with their halogen flashlights.
The threesome, they go down the trap door, all the way down, and they find basically a hobo shanty.
Somebody lives here.
It's like a couch and like a crappy bookshelf.
and a
there's
bowl of cornflakes.
that were still crispy because apparently.
So he must have just
Brian,
been there.
Brian could look at them. It's like, oh
He
yeah,
put
they're
his finger
crispy.
in it. He's like, "This is still
That's
fresh.
it. He
germs.
grabs it and he's like,
These aren't soggy at all."
Door closes.
door closes on him. What the crap?
Then they're trying to open. This was so dumb to me. They're trying to open the door. They're trying to open the door. It won't budge. He must have locked us in. Oh wait, you pull. You don't push. Come
That
on.
was bad.
A chapter cliffhanger of pushing or pulling the door the wrong way.
It's so stupid.
Page 107. If you have a copy of this book, you
Emil.
think the book is going to end there.
Yeah, you
with
think
the door opening, but it doesn't.
It doesn't.
I mean, that's the biggest cliffhanger.
Ever.
But there's still more book.
So Emil is standing right there.
Emil, come on.
I told you to stay away from my home sweet home.
Yeah.
All these warnings, they were all me.
And the officer thinks that he was a homeless man who was living underneath the stage.
That's why he gave us those warnings, to keep us from finding his home.
Here's where it's like, this seems like a logical place to end the book. And this chapter ends, it's like, and the play was the next night. Boy, was I wrong when I thought all the craziness was gonna stop.
Yep.
Because Emil the hobo broke back in and he shat everywhere. It's just all over the set.
So,
Fucking shit on the backdrop. Explosive diarrhea.
so Zeke gets his part back because it's like, yeah.
They
we
realized
didn't
it
fucking
wasn't
do
him.
Yeah, it was this homeless dude. She's like, okay. So the play's going on. The big second act is happening. This is where the Phantom comes up from the mist. And he starts saying lines that aren't
but they're
the
not right.
lines.
I have lived under this theater for more than 70 years. I was to play the Phantom. On this very stage, I fell into the abyss, where I became a real Phantom.
But I fell to my death down
In the
this
trap
very
door.
trap door.
He's grabbing Brooke. She can't get away. She can't call for help. He's grabbing her. Finally, she pushes him off. He falls back down the trap
And
door.
she's like, who the heck was this guy? Because she sees Zeke.
All of a sudden, Zeke comes
He's like-
out.
Are you okay?
Something hit me.
Where did this come from?
Oh, what happened? Somebody hit me over the head. Miss Walker comes back. That was great. You did so well.
Nice improvised lines.
Yeah, very well done.
And Zeke's
Everyone
like,
loved it.
sure, okay, yeah.
And then she's like, we'll see you at the cast party. Disappears.
They find this tattered old book, and it's a yearbook. They flip the page, and there, listed as playing the Phantom,
Brian.
is Brian. Dark ending. That was a twist ending. Pour him up!
No, I don't think this was a dark twist ending.
Yeah, I bet you don't.
I like that the ghost who fell to his death somehow fell to his death again, even though he was a ghost.
But it was more that he finally fulfilled his purpose and he was able to move on.
He did his part in the play.
Yeah,
okay.
he
I'll take that.
Yeah. So to twist ending.
Oh my god.
You don't let it touch your tongue.
It did.
Oh, that was
the
bad.
smell.
There is an episode. It's a one-parter.
I really want to see the hobo lair.
Well, we're
I
gonna
don't
go.
know. What do you think? What do you want to see or not see?
I don't want you to see anyone that you recognize.
It'd be really nice if you didn't recognize anyone during this episode, so we don't
I'm
have to
gonna
drink
try
this horrible
so
shot.
hard.
On that note, let's go watch the episode and we'll come back in a minute. Don't do that. Are those Harry Potter's glasses?
Nerd alert.
Oh my god. She's from Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Who are you?
Emil, the night janitor.
Neil, do you have any identification, like, I don't know, a mop?
Oh, I forgot my script. Be right back. Hi.
Hi, I'm Easy. I mean, you're Easy. I mean, what's up?
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on.
Open it.
Don't look at my combo.
He like tap danced away.
Yeah.
Time to skedaddle.
I don't know where those lines came from, mister, but they were brilliant.
I drank a lot.
It took 24 episodes, but someone finally, other than Bob, recognized an actor in a Goosebumps episode. I recognize Kathy Greenwood from Whose Line Is It Anyway as the drama teacher.
Dance for me again.
You know, I do not dance for the likes of you.
Kathy Greenwood, Whose Line? Oh, that had to have been, in a one part, the most consistent adaptation.
I agree. I mean, that wasn't bad at all. They had pretty much everything.
They really didn't cut anything, and it was a one-part episode.
Yeah,
it was a really good episode.
It was very rushed.
Well, that was the episode. Let's go back to the book and rate that son of a bitch. Bob, what do you rate it?
I have a 9. I really liked this book. Kind of kept you guessing. They threw a couple like red herrings out there just to kind of, oh, what's going on? But it's like, yeah.
Especially with Tina.
Yeah, because she sneaks out.
See, and I thought she was the one who was doing some of this.
Because she's the understudy. You think, oh, she's trying to get Brooke's part, so she's trying to get her in trouble. I would also give it a 9. The only reason I wouldn't give it a 10, it was so predictable that Brian was the ghost that I thought they were going to go somewhere, R.L. Stine was going to go somewhere different with it. It was so obvious that it was Brian. He's the new kid in town, and he wants to be involved with the play.
I agree. I'm just going to go a little bit lower. I mean, I don't have anything to complain about, but just looking back at other books that I gave higher ratings to, I just liked them more for some reason. I like this one, so I'm going to give it an 8.7. So we want to say thank you to John from Illinois for the generous donation. So look out for this in the mail. This is from our first set where we were debating having the rule of an animal is harmed or abused. From all of us, thank you very much.
Thank you, John from Illinois.
And if you're interested in donating, we have a PayPal link on our Squidjib website.
Click right here.
Click on that crotch, and we might send you stuff.
Click.
Click right here.
Click.
It's not that big at all.
And I'm really excited for our next volume,
Attack of the Mutant. I was camping with my dad as a kid, and I brought this one to read, and I was so excited. I thought it was so good.
And then his dad threw it in the fire and he couldn't read it.
So I'm excited to read it, to finish it, you know?
I got 2 pages in and... No, son, that's stupid.
Here's a better book. It's called Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
It's like, here's some self-help. But, Dad, I'm 8. You're never too young to start improving yourself, boy.
Attack of the Mutant. He's no superhero. He's a supervillain.
Until then, from us...
Beware.